Hey guys, Coach Erin here with your at-home workout of the day for Wednesday, June 2nd. So your prep for the day, we have 10 each side walk the dogs, 8 each side single leg hinge, and then finally 10 each side dumbbell bent over row. All right, so we're gonna start with that walk the dog. Okay, you're gonna find yourself down on the ground, okay, in a plank position. You're gonna bring your hips up to the sky and then try to let those heels drop into a downward dog, head in between the arms. All right, I'm gonna bend one knee and then pushing that other heel into the ground and then switch. All right, we're gonna do 20 in total or 10 each side, alternating between left and right. All right, and then we have our single leg hinge. So you're going to start on one foot, okay? Chest up nice and tall to start. You're going to hinge at the hips, driving one leg back and then letting your chest fall to the floor, okay? And then coming back to that standing position, all right? You can have your arms out to the side or in front of you as you do it as well, keeping your hips pointing towards the ground and only letting your leg come up as far as your chest can fall forward. All right, so you always want to stay in a T shape. All right, we're going to do 8 on one side and then 8 on the other. And then finally, we have a dumbbell bent over row. Okay, so we're just going to hold either side of the dumbbell like this. Okay, you're going to drive your hips back, feet shoulder width apart, let your chest fall to the ground. You can have a slight bend in the knee. You're going to have the dumbbell hanging down just below your shoulders. You're going to row the dumbbell into your rib cage and then back down, nice and controlled. Okay, squeeze those shoulder blades together. We are going to do 10 reps, all right? We are gonna do those 3 movements for 3 rounds, and that is your prep for the day. All right, so your strength for the day, we have 12 towel hamstring curls, 20 each side dumbbell row on a bench, and then finally a 30-second bear crawl. So we're gonna start with that towel hamstring curl. You're gonna need a towel if you have a hard surface or a hardwood floor, okay, or you are going to need a baking sheet or dishes if you have a carpeted surface. All right, so you're gonna find your way down to the floor. You're gonna put your heels on your sliding device, okay, back on the ground. We're gonna start in a glute bridge position, so heels tucked underneath of you. We're gonna drive our hips up to the sky, just our shoulder blades are on the ground. All right, you're going to slide your feet away from you without letting your hips drop as far as you can, and then pull your heels back in towards your body, all right? Like I said, you're trying to go as far as you can. If you can only go a couple inches out, that's all right. Okay, never letting your hips drop towards the ground. You can also make it a little bit easier, okay, by doing that slow slide away and then letting your hips drop and then bringing your feet back in. Okay, that's an easier version. All right, we are going to do 12 of those, and then we are going to do our dumbbell row on a bench, okay? A little bit more volume for this one, so 20 reps per side. So you're gonna grab your dumbbell, you're gonna find your bench, you're gonna have your hands supported on that bench, all right? And then you want your feet shoulder width apart, and then your hips driving back so that you have a nice flat back. You don't wanna arch through the back, super flat. Okay, I'm gonna row that dumbbell into my rib cage, keeping my elbow tight, and then lowering back down, all right? Keeping our shoulders away from our ears. All right, we're gonna do 20 reps on one side and then 20 reps on the other side. All right, finally, we have a 30-second bear crawl. So you're going to find a spot on the floor. You are going to be in a tabletop position to start. So my shoulders are stacked over top of my wrists. My knees are stacked underneath of my hips. Okay, I'm gonna tuck my toes underneath. I'm gonna lift my knees off the ground about an inch or two, and then I'm going to start to move forward by bringing my opposite hand and foot up and then switching. Okay, I'm gonna go as far as my workspace allows me, and then I'm gonna start to go backwards. Okay, you're not gonna turn around, and then you're gonna go back and forth. All right, making sure that you keep that back nice and flat, all right, without letting your hips drive up towards the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna go for 30 seconds, forward and back in your workspace. All right, we're gonna go through those 3 exercises for 4 rounds, and that is your strength for the day. All right, your conditioning for the day. We have a circuit. We are gonna work for 3 minutes and then rest for 1 minute. All right, we're gonna do that 3 times. So within your work for 3 minutes period, we're gonna go through 4 different exercises here. All right, we have a 200-meter run, 8 each side, single arm dumbbell thruster, 12 burpees, and then with whatever remaining time you have left of your 3 minutes, you're gonna do as many rounds as possible, a skip or a line hop. All right, so we're gonna start with that 200-meter run. You're gonna measure out a 100-meter distance away from your workspace and run there and back. Okay, when you're done that 200-meter run, we're gonna go into that single arm dumbbell thruster. So you're gonna grab your dumbbell. Okay, we're gonna bring it up to a front rack position. Feet are just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Okay, chest up nice and tall. We're gonna squat nice and low and then stand up and press that dumbbell overhead. All right, we're gonna do 8 on one side and then switch and do 8 on the other, making sure we lock out overhead and our arm is right beside our ear, all right? So 16 in total for that one. Then we're gonna do 12 burpees. Okay, a couple different ways you can do this. You're gonna jump your feet back, chest hits the floor, come back up, and then jump up to the sky. Or you can step back, okay, chest hits the floor, come up, step back up, and then jump. Okay, you can also do a box version if you have back pain or anything. Okay, just jumping your feet out and then up and then jumping up towards the ceiling. All right, we're gonna do 12 burpees. And then finally, like I said, with whatever time you have left in that 3-minute work period, you're gonna do as many rounds or as many reps as you can of skips, okay, doubles, singles, or a line hop. All right, so you can find a line and go back and forth. Okay, as many reps as you can get in, or a triple tap. All right, until that 3 minutes is up. Okay, once your 3 minutes is up, you have a 1-minute rest period. All right, and then we're gonna go back and do that again 2 more times. So 3 times in total. All right, and then that is your conditioning for the day.